comments in Germany.
We have all of these prisons.
Darletta, I caught your comments in Germany. You were really impressive out there.
You do good research.
But that country doesn't do nearly the amount of this stuff that these other countries do. It's the country that Greece comes to get money. It's the country that's leading Europe.
How do you know that? I totally disagree. You're pointing to Greece because it fits your argument. But we have Sweden, we have Finland, we have Brazil, we have plenty of countries that offer free college education.
It's the strongest economy in Europe, precisely because it did not go down this path of the government providing all of this stuff. Now, I'm not saying some of your priorities aren't good, and they're valid.
Germany has free college education and free health care. We're only talking about the topic of college education. Now you're trying to blow it up of all the problems in the world. We're talking about college education.
You're saying
if Greece can do it, can the U.S. not provide education to its citizens?
Germany
Is that what you're telling me in the United States?
Germany
that the United States cannot provide education to its citizens. That's what you're telling me, Neil?
Is
that what you're telling me?
You don't want to hear it. I'm not preaching it. I'm just telling you facts.
I'm asking you a question.
Germany is the strongest economy in Europe.
Help me understand. We're talking about the U.S. I don't want to talk about Germany. Let's talk about the U.S. The U.S. cannot provide education to its citizens. That's what you're telling me?
You can't suit the facts to suit your point of view. You make a very good and passionate point about
We're talking about the United States.
But you're not talking about you want to get rid of it.
Who is about to spend $1 trillion on nuclear weapons.
All right, fine. But do you think Bernie Sanders is right to
You're
just raise
refusing
taxes?
to answer my question. You're refusing to answer my question. You're saying that the United States cannot provide quality education to its citizens. That is the reality. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm saying the United States can't afford, as things are now, to pay for college for everybody without paying through the nose and taxing a lot of people. That's the way things stand now.
But I just gave you multiple ways that it can be paid for, and you agree with that.
I agree with the idea we have to reprioritize. All I'm saying, Darletta, bear with me, Darletta. All I'm saying is, can we reprioritize to the point, first to address spending, before we talk about hiking taxes on anyone?
We're talking about investment in prisons. That is one place where we can easily reprioritize. We don't need to be building more prisons. We have more prisons in the U.S. than degree-granting college and universities. That is a problem. We can invest that money that's being invested in prisons into universities that can educate young people.
All right, Darletta.
Do you not agree, Neil?
I agree on one thing, and I think we're past each other here. We can reprioritize. We can set our focus. All I'm saying, Darletta, before we talk about raising taxes, let's focus on where our tax money's already going.
No one said anything about raising taxes but you, Neil.
No,
you pointed to raising taxes.
I follow you on
we can be
YouTube. You
very
talk about the rich and the banks.
Money.
No, I'm using your words. I've heard you on YouTube talking about raising taxes and the rich and the banks
paying more. But when you say raising taxes, you want your viewers who are crunched financially to feel like taxes are going to be raised on them. When I say raising taxes, I'm talking about bankers. I'm talking about the 0.01%, the Rothschilds, the Waltons, billionaires, hedge fund billionaires. We're talking about two different people here.
All right. All I'm talking about is if you raise that on all of those guys, and you're quite right, they do escape a lot of taxes. But even taxing to the full hilt isn't going to address everything you want. So the bottom line we agree on, I do agree with you on this, we can reprioritize. All I'm asking is let's reprioritize first before we decide on trying to give the government more money. Let's find out what the hell it's doing with the money it has, right?
We know what it's doing with the money. It's giving tax breaks to the rich, and it's paying for war. Expensive wars. We know. I'm not confused. Maybe you should do some more research, Neil, if you're confused about where your tax dollars are going. I understand exactly where it's going, and it's not going anywhere in education because it's not profitable. We live in a system of capitalism where the idea is to make money. If it doesn't make money, it's not a priority. We need to restructure our society and how it's set up and reprioritize on what we value as important. And money and profits should not be more important than education and human life. And the fact that it is a problem.
Thank you very much, Darletta Scruggs.